Well, hello, and may I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. So we're going to take a few moments now just to give you some updates of some amazing news, some great competitions, and basically tell you a little bit what's been happening behind the scenes within the world of ProLogic. So we'll take these drinks, let's go find somewhere to sit. This year, with all this absolute craziness that's been going on, and now talking to some of the supporters of ProLogic out there, it's been absolutely crazy. And like I say, we've been struggling in some areas to restore that festive cheer. So with that in mind, we've put together some great new competitions, two of the biggest and probably highest value products that we're going to be giving away in the history of ProLogic. So please stay tuned to the end. And with that in mind, I sent a mail out to all my pro staff who we have worldwide, all across the countries, and basically the mail asked, you know, if you could sum up your fishing by a picture or a few short lines of what has been the highlight of 2020, can you send me it to look at? So we're going to take a few moments now and to look at some of the responses there that we got back from our pro staff teams, which I hope you'll enjoy. So Lucas from Poland sent me a really nice postcard saying that due to the restrictions in place, you know, keeping the family bubble, he actually did a lot of carp fishing with his wife Marta, who's, you know, been carp fishing before as well, but this year she actually caught one of the most beautiful fish I've ever seen. And then we had Stefan Geibers from Benelux. Now Stefan, I can really relate to what Stefan sent me here. You know, Stefan is a father and his son's just turned 5 years old, and it was the first time that his son was able to experience the whole outdoor, sleeping under the stars, you know, cooking, camping, fishing scenario for a 5-year-old, and they had a fantastic time. And he tells me that his son absolutely loves the whole experience, not so much the fishing, but he loves the camping and if you like, using the bivvy, which he calls a den, you know, and I can really relate to that from when my son was a lot younger. I also had a lovely mail from Simon, one of our German pro staff. Well, Simon he'd set himself a challenge. He'd always wanted to catch a wild 15 kilo, he set his target at, river carp. So he went about doing this and he was absolutely blown away, because not only did he achieve what he wanted to do, he actually caught a 21 kilo wild river carp, and that was amazing. So he set his target for the year and he was able to not only achieve this, but absolutely smash his target that he wanted. So that was a really inspiring mail I got from Simon there. So the next one came from Zolst from Hungary. Now this was quite an inspiring postcard he sent me. One, because he's been going through some really bad issues in his personal life, and this I can reflect to as well. You know, sometimes we seek fishing as our sanctuary and we go away, you know, just to clear our minds and be out there and lift all that weight off your shoulders. So he'd been going through some troubled times, decided to go waterside and cast the rods out, just due to the hassles he'd had in life. And he received a phone call, a really happy, positive phone call regarding his children. And no sooner as he hung up the phone, his rods burst into life, and he had one of the most amazing sessions that really lifted him up. So yeah, it's nice sometimes just to get out there and clear your head, and just remember, we all go fishing for our own reasons. So David Koppler as well, one of our German pro staff, he'd been out on a session fishing a lake, and he'd done quite a few sessions on this lake, catching a variety of really nice fish. And he had the unbelievable surprise, like these fish do, you know, some of them disappear for years and they don't get caught. Well, remarkably, one of the biggest fish in there, everybody had thought it had died, passed away, or whatever, but basically it hadn't been seen for quite a few years. So David was actually lucky enough to catch this fish, and it was an incredible fish as well. So well done, David, and it's always nice when you know, one of these fish that's been very elusive is actually banked, so good skills there, David. And then of course we had John Williams. John Williams has been fishing a lake in the heart of Northamptonshire, targeting some really nice fish in there. And John was actually lucky enough to, while finalising the testing on our C3 new fulcrum rods, John, basically the first bites he had on these rods was an absolutely incredible 50-pound common carp, and they're now his lucky rods, as you can imagine. So well done, John. You know, 50-pound carp in the UK is an amazing fish. And then last but not least, obviously Marcus Clark. Marcus Clark has had an absolute amazing season. Caught his target fish that he wanted to, you know, in these current situations as well. Gone out of his way and dedicated himself to banking these fish. And, you know, not only did he bank those fish, but recently he's been nominated as UK Carp Angler of the Year as well. So I'm sure he's truly humbled, but what an achievement and what a season Marcus has had. And then from my own point of view, you know, I work hard all year trying to balance my fishing life with my family life, which is really important to me. And this year would have been the first year I was going to take my son Tyler across to Europe fishing. So a lot of planning had gone into this and everything else. And you know, me, my son and a few other friends had been planning this trip for quite some time, but unfortunately our government imposed travel restrictions, which meant that we couldn't travel. So we had to cancel the trip. You know, we couldn't leave our UK borders. So obviously the disappointment of that, but we decided to have a bit of a social on one of my local lakes, which, to be honest, I never have enough time to fish properly. And while we was there, I caught one of the lake's most elusive fish, and being able to share those memories, you know, with my good friends. And it was sort of like that joy was overweighed, you know, slightly by the disappointment of not being able to go. So it's been a crazy year. And not forgetting our good friends at Carpology, you know, we work very closely with the magazines to bring you the best reviews and insights to our new developments. And it was really nice as a product manager who launched our new series of rods this year to have a lovely message from Luke, who works at Carpology. He went on to, well, while he was doing a review actually on our Element carp rods, he went on to catch a new personal best, and as you can imagine, fell in love with the rods. And it was absolutely crazy. You know, you couldn't write this. A few months down the line, he's actually doing a review then on our top of the range Inspire rods, and obviously had the pleasure of using those. And I couldn't believe the postcard I got from him the following day to let me know that he'd also smashed his PB again. So 2 PBs on both our sets of rods. You know, these are the memories that really fill a product manager with joy. So what else is new in ProLogic? Well, we've expanded our teams, you know, our pro staff teams, especially here in the UK. That has grown tenfold. And we've also got a brand new videographer. So this is Mark, extremely talented, and it's through Mark now working for us that we're able to bring you some of the nice, cool videos, fishing videos and product videos to share some exciting times. We've also, well, to be fair, Mark was thrown in straight at the deep end, you know. We had our first get-together in the UK at what we called our ProLogic Social. So this was on a beautiful venue in deepest, darkest Shropshire, and a venue that was steeped in history. And we had exclusive use of this, and we called all our pro staff in, and literally on his first day of starting work, we took Mark out to the lake and says, okay, do your best. And he did a fantastic job. You know, that video is available to watch on our YouTube channel, and it was great to meet all the guys within our teams, because normally it's just emails or phone calls. And, you know, and actually fish with some of these guys as well, and see the enjoyment that we all share, and some of the fish that were caught there as well, which was really good, and long may it continue. So that will be probably the first of many new ProLogic social videos So it's coming, and this is again down to the growth of our team, the strength of our team, and now that we all have our new videographer guy. Okay, so what have we got that's new in ProLogic? Well, the ProLogic range has had one of the biggest overhauls you've ever seen. Since I took over the reins now 2 years ago, my plan was to replace basically as much products as possible, you know, and bring it all up to date using our new factories and you know, our extensive worldwide design team, which is now realistically in the home of the UK, where it is the central of kart fishing, you know. So it's been quite a crazy 2 years to get to this stage, but we're very proud. We now have a fully comprehensive range of kart rods. We've also revamped our bivvy range, so now we have a full new range of Inspire and Avenger bivvies and umbrella systems, you know, with some really cool features that haven't been thought of yet. There's a whole new range of very desirable and very stylish and extremely functional luggage range, which is coming to the shops very soon. As well as that, we've revamped all our carp care products, so new unhooking mats, cradles, waist slings, landing nets, you name it. And again, we've really tuned these up, making them extremely stylish, extremely functional, with the biggest emphasis on carp care. So there's been some groundbreaking innovation with our new RMX Pro bite alarms, as well as the other bite alarms within our range and bite indication as well. Again, we dipped into the big think tank here we have at ProLogic with our worldwide pro staff teams, and some new innovation and developments within our bankware, our bank sticks, our rod pods. You know, this is quite a big area for us. You know, and as well as that, you know, there's a whole host of new main lines. We have the Density, which, you know, we've not seen a sink rate like this before. The new spot and marker braids, the wrap-up sticks. New beds and chairs in our Avenger range, our new sleep systems, our new Inspire chairs, boots, clothing, you know, you name it, ProLogic do it, and it's all been revamped, redesigned in new factories, getting better quality and better designs now coming from the UK. So I guess it's time for me to show my gratitude and thank you all for the support you've shown and the trust you've put in me to bring these products and dreams to life. And the competition we've organised is basically we're going to give 2 lucky people, or could be 1, but there's 2 prizes up for grabs here. We've got a set of 3, our new C3 Fulcrum carp rods, which are absolutely beautiful. And we've got a 3+1 set of our new RMX Pro bite alarms, and it's quite simple. Just go over to our ProLogic YouTube page, hit that bell in the corner and subscribe. Check out both videos and answer these 2 questions. So question 1, with reference to our C3 Fulcrum carp rods, if you watch the video, what is the name of the guides we use on these carp rods? Comment C3 and then your answer in the comments below. Question 2, with reference to our Fulcrum RMX Pro bite alarm systems, there's one unique feature we have built into the receiver which aids you getting your boots on at night in darkness. What is this feature called? Comment RMX Pro and your answer in the comments below. Okay, so please head over to our YouTube channel, hit that bell icon, stay up to date then with all our latest new products, all the fantastic new fishing videos and feature videos that Mark's compiling for us, and of course give our ProLogic Facebook page a like. Well, that's about it for me now. There's nothing left for me to do except chill out now at this festive time of year and share the love with my family and friends. So may I wish you all the best for Christmas. Stay safe, and I wish you the tightest of lines going into the next year, and be lucky. Thank you.